Okay, I just wanted to share a quick opinion on the Brian McKnight situation. Let's see if we can keep this video under 5 minutes. Brian McKnight had a situation where his kids exposed him 3.5 years ago, and I just woke up. I brought my kids to school or whatever. The kids exposed him 3 years ago. I guess you can call it exposed. And Brian McKnight replied to his ungrateful, spoiled kids, and the world didn't like it. Well, majority of the world like it, but bitter black women didn't like it. Let's just be honest. But I salute to the beautiful black women who did agree with Brian McKnight that his kids are ungrateful, because this word deadbeat get thrown out way too much. Because the first thing all the blogs, articles, and media started putting out was that Brian McKnight is a deadbeat because his kids said it. But when the kids were asked, was he in their life? Yes. Did he support everything they did? Yes, he did. Brian McKnight was more than a father for the kids. This situation, it seems, kids think they're owed more. Kids are not being told by the bitter mother that your dad provides for all this. They think it's something that just grows on trees. And I know I'm being condescending when I say they think it grows on a tree, but you would believe that by their mindsets. Because this man put them in the finest schools and everything. They did not deny it. Mind, I tell you, 3 years ago, his kid was 30 years old when he exposed Brian McKnight. So that means he's going on 34 now. The other one is like 29 or 30 something. And these folks are like, Brian McKnight replaced his family. I'm here to tell you the truth. I love my kids unconditionally. There's really nothing they can do that can make me not love them. Even if they're gender-based and all that, I'll forgive them and still love them even if I don't accept that. But one thing that's unforgivable, when you have no respect for what I do for you, you think I owe you anything at all, you don't give me any love, you treat me like an ATM machine, then you're throwing tit for tats because I've moved on in a different relationship from your mother, who has this possessive attitude in the first place. And you are now calling me a deadbeat because you carry the emotions, irrational emotions of your mother. You don't carry mine because you were raised by your mother, not to my fault, because the society needs and to what the world says that, you know, the woman gets X, Y, and Z, and I have to just take it in the four-point of contact. That means I got to take it in the butt. Pause. Factual. I can get all the attorneys in the world, but the fact that I got to get all these attorneys to even have a right, it speaks volumes, and it tells you what we have to go through as fathers in this country. These mothers could be pieces of craps, don't provide no income, not even emotional love to these kids. And the word deadbeat mother rarely gets thrown out. But Brian McKnight, a dad who was there financially and emotionally, I don't care what you guys tell me, and yet he gets thrown out a deadbeat because the two grown-ass sons who are fathers themselves get to call him that. You can't win when your kids have been corrupted like that spiritually by the mother. I'm just letting you fathers know there is nothing you can do that can gain favor, that can make them see your way. Because what I would hope for my kids, if I get, you know, divorced, broken up, whatever female you're with, wife, girlfriend, baby mama, when you go away, I would hope that the kids, when they reach a certain age, would understand why dad did this, why dad, you know, went about things this way. Because I'll forgive you for a lot of ages, but once you're 18, 19, especially if you're in your 20s, and you're still behaving irrationally and not in a logical manner like your mother, I'm not going to lie, man. I'm done with you, too. I'm going to disown you, too. Don't call me for nothing. I'm going to make sure your life is okay. Now, if you get arrested or something, I'll give money to get you out. I'm not that mean of a father. But yes, I don't want to have any conversation with you because you're not logical. Therefore, I would only be screaming. I would only hear a lecture from the kid I raised. A lecture. Meanwhile, while you're giving your mother a pass. You know, there's supposed to be two sides to every story, but these ungrateful kids always have one side. I could take a whole hour and break down this Brian McKnight situation. Most grown adults already know what I'm saying is facts. The bitter mother always corrupts the kids, and therefore you have Brian McKnight kids now. I would disown you, and not only disown you, I will continue living my life. I will go make more families because I have the income to take care of them. I'm not just Pookie and Ray Ray making 100 kids out here that I can't take care of. But one thing I'm not going to do is sit down and be bitter like your mother and be mad at my kids. You should be happy I'm not mad at you guys. I just choose to stay away and go make a family that respects me. That's the easy solution here. They've been doing it for centuries, forever. Why should I be part of this westernized system that destroys families every day and gives power to the adolescents and power to the weaker vessel, which is the woman? That's crazy. You cannot raise a strong family by putting the woman in power and putting your kids in power over the man. That's the problem. There is no foundation. You need a man for that foundation to be built. Every time one of these kids grow up to be failures, the mother never gets called out, even though she raised the kid. I thought you mothers, we raised the kids by ourselves. No, you force yourself to raise a kid by yourself. Have a blessed day. Love your family, love your kids. Stay blessed.